guys, and welcome to Carstory. And Carstory is where we give you the real car stories. We are still at Urban Drive on Kiambu Road, just where the bypass intersects with Kiambu Road. Like 100 meters on your way to Ruaka, that is where Urban Drive is. You can visit and see the variety of cars we have, different models, different generations. Yeah. Today we have a BMW 218i. This is referred to the 2 Series. This is the first generation of the 2 Series. The generation goes all the way from 2014 to present, but this particular one is a 2015 model. Now, the BMW is a car that has gone through a lot of changes since the launch of the very first car, BMW, the BMW. And the BMW is known for making sport cars, and this one here is also a sport car. Yeah, you can the actual, it is called a BMW 218, the Tourer edition. Yeah, so looking at the car, it looks BMW-ish. Yeah, and as every generation of a BMW starts, it starts from a certain level and then it goes on improving. But the good thing is that this particular one started at a place where BMW had already discovered so many things. So there is a lot on this car. Now, for me, what stands out on the front part of this car, of course, is what stands out from every car that we have reviewed, is the metallic finishes. I mean, when you're approaching, it shows you, of course, someone is approaching. Yeah, this metallic finish here for the BMW famous grille, and this one here where we have the fog lights, and the body kit down here, of course, attached to the bumper. It makes the car look massively nice. Now, this model, the 2015 model, is a 1500 cc, and the 1500 cc, of course, for that kind of cc, and of course it's a BMW, it gives you a very nice fuel economy, as we will see as we are looking about, as we are talking about the fuel economy, the torque, and the torque and the horsepower of the car. So the car comes with a headlight that has xenon light and LED light, and of course you can see it looks really nice on it. And on the car there is a BMW notification, just to tell you that the light belongs to the BMW company. Yeah, and of course it comes with 17-inch wheel with alloy rims with a BMW emblem on it. The side mirrors with a side light that is a piece the upper part of it is a light metallic, a light metal, and then the lower part of it feels like an expensive plastic, and the blend looks really nice, and of course the side light that makes it look really nice. Now, I had talked of the metallic finish on the front part, and it continues all the way to the back and makes the car look really nice. And then the rear mirror. The rear mirror, it's 100% tinted, Actually, when you look at the mirror, you cannot see what is inside, you can only see yourself. Yeah. So let's check what we have on the driver seat, or the driver part of this car. First of all, the BMW the BMW 218i comes with several controls on the door that looks like any other BMW that we have reviewed. This is the window controls, where you control your back windows, the front windows. This is where you control your side mirrors. Of course, you adjust them here. And this is a function where you lock and unlock the windows when you're having maybe children. We do not want them to keep opening and closing the windows. This is where you lock and unlock. Of course, this is where you lock and unlock the doors. Now, the BMW will never disappoint you when it comes to finishing, and it makes sure that it blends everything with something. Now, for this particular car, the interior is leather, complete leather, and even the door, there is a part that is plastic, and it is and it is blended with a leather. But then there is this wood finish that makes the door look really classy. Yeah, and just before we check what we have in the inside, you can see this seat is you adjust electronically. Yeah, and of course you have seat memory where you can set your seat. If you're more than one drivers in your house, you can set first one as a first driver and the other one as a second driver. Now let's see what we have on the steering control. Surprisingly, this car comes with cruise control. As small as it is, it comes with cruise control. And this is where you control this is where you set your cruise control. You press the button here, and then you increase the speed or you reduce the speed here. On the right hand, this is where you set your mode, and you connect your phone to your to Bluetooth, and this is where you increase and decrease the volume, etc., etc. And of course, this is the hood. This is the hooting button. Now, the stereo system and the climate control system is consolidated together and looks really great. Now, for the climate control, this is where you can control your climate, and the climate control, you can control the climate both for the drivers and the co-driver, and even for the back seat. The person at the back seat can be able to control their climate independently. Yeah. So this is where you control your climate. You put it on, and then of course you have your seat warmers. You put it on, you put it off. Yeah, and life on a BMW is really sweet. So this is where you control your stereo system. You press until you get what you want. Yeah, you press until you get what you want. So this is how you control it, going downwards. Yeah, if you are a classic FM person, or if you are a Kayoka Moige person or Ramogi, this is where you control your stereo system. You have your radio, you have your media, you have your telephone, and also the map is here. You just press the button and then the map appears on the screen. Yeah, like that. You just press the button and then the map appears on the screen. If it's a telephone, you press the button, the options appear on the screen. If you want to control your media, like that, and then you have your control, you have your stereo control or the infotainment system taken care of. Now, the brake release, yeah, the parking brake is not the normal one that we are used to. It is electric. So when you want to release, you you push it downwards. I think it's because I have not started the car. If you want to have it on, you push it upwards, and here you have it. Now, bearing in mind this is a 2015 model, when BMW was making other models of the 2015, I think they did not put it into consideration, because this gear lever is just like the 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. I think they did not, because the other one is the one you just touch, but now this one, if you want to drive, you have to pull, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, it looks, it's still nice. Now we have cup holders. Now, cup holders, it looks like the person that was making the car was really mean with the space of the cup holders. I don't know what you can have on the cup holders, but anyway, it is okay. Now, you have this other small part here. You can have your maybe biscuits when you're traveling, and you can have this one up. You have this other part here. You can have your stuff. You have your aux. You have your USB connect, yeah, and more space, more compartments on the door, more compartment here, more compartment again here. Of course, this is where you have your documents. If you're an office person, this is where you have your documents. Now, as we all know, the German cars, you control your light on your left hand, and your wipers on your right hand. Now, the good thing is that you can have both of them on automatic mode, where if it is raining, the wipers just bring themselves, they start functioning without you pressing any button, and it's a really nice thing. Also, the light, you have an option where you can have them on automatic, where they detect darkness and they light on themselves. Yeah. Then we have the emergency light. The emergency light, and of course this is where you control your climate after you have pressed on the on or off button. Yeah. So the bonnet release is here. This is where you release the bonnet. If you need something from the bonnet, that is where you release the bonnet. Now, also you can see the dashboard is well made. Looks very stylish with the leather and the stitch. I don't know if it was intentional, but the stitch looks very nice on it. And of course, the finish, the wood and the metallic finish, really makes the front of this car look very stylish. So let's check what we have at the back seat of this car. So for a small car, because of course this is not a SUV. For a small car, this space is very good. It's very sufficient. The car space here, where you have your stuff, not really good, but I think this is one thing that the BMW need to change. They put net as a storage space. It's not really good, but anyway, them for improving, and that's why we do the reviews. So here you have your climate control, where you can control your climate, and then you have your port to have your charger. The back seat also is leather. The back seat is leather, and it has several hooks where you can. These hooks are for your the baby seat. Yeah. If you have a baby, you can have them on this seat. And you have your armrests here. You can have your armrest here. This is where you have your cup of tea, coffee, or a glass of juice. Yeah. and just checking if this one, now this one cannot come down, all of it. And then this is the safety belt for the person who is at the at the middle. Somehow I do not encourage having more than 4 passengers on, especially these smaller cars, because the middle seat is really uncomfortable. And also, looking at where the safety belt is coming from, it is like it wasn't planned for, yeah? So why sit somewhere that looks that the person who was manufacturing the car did not have a good plan for you, yeah? So it is just good for you to have 4 passengers. Okay, 3 now, plus the driver, who is the 4th one. Now, our wood finish continues to the back seat, and it looks, oh, nice. Looks really nice. And of course, when now the door is blended with the plastic and the leather, makes it look really nice. So let's see what we have in the trunk of this car. So something that the BMW has really concentrated on in all their cars, mostly the touring models, and the touring models, and also the SUVs and the hatchback models, is the trunk space. And of course, for this one, for this car, I think the space is okay. It is okay because remember, it's a small car, and the space is okay. Now, you can control the seats on the buttons here, which I think is a really nice function. You do not have to pull something and then you push the seats. Then you have another port here for your charger. There are spaces. There are more spaces where you can store your things. There is this one here, I don't know how to call it, that can hold. If you need something to be held, you have areas where you can have your hooks. I mean, the car takes care of you as much as you feel like, yeah? It takes good care of you. Now, something that we cannot leave without mentioning is the sensors, parking sensors, and also in the at the front we have sensors just for your safety when you're driving, to inform you of the obstacles that are ahead of you, and they are really nice, just to caution you when you're on the road. And there is a back camera where you can see where you're reversing to. Yeah. So there are other several functions of this car. For example, if you press this button, you will be disabling or enabling the sensors that are around the car. For example, the warning and brake intervention prior front end collision, and front end collision warning on. That means if you approach an object that you are likely to hit, the sensors will, or the car will inform you that you are about to hit something. So you will be prompted to either stop or reduce the speed. Yeah. And of course, I'm finding that one to be a really nice function. And also, as I said, on the climate control, you can control your climate as an individual on your seat. Like, for example, the driver's seat, you can control it on the driver's seat only, and have that climate on yourself only. Like now, it's only on my side, and it's a really nice function because you do not have to interfere with the person that is on the other seat, because different people have different preferences when you're driving a car or when you are a passenger on a car. Now, The fuel consumption of this car, of course, I had said it is a 1500cc, and the engine type is a 3-cylinder, and it comes with a twin turbo. It's twin turbocharged, yeah. And of course, with twin turbo, you know what kind of power you're talking about. So the horsepower of this car is 136, and the torque is 220 Newton meters. Also, it comes with a six-speed automatic. Hey, I don't know. This is crazy. 6-speed automatic. Yeah. Wow. Hey. And that is the power you're looking for in the BMW. And of course, when you drive the car, you can feel that it is not just in writing. It is true that that power is there. Yeah, it's true that that power is there. So it also has a multifunctional steering wheel. It's a keyless entry. Auto headlights, auto wipers. I mean, this is a really nice deal when you're talking of such a car. And I'm telling you, one of the reasons I love BMW is that they are very thorough when they are working on their cars. And that's it for the BMW 218i. And this car, you can get it at Urban Drive at 1.9 million Kenyan shillings and have your luxurious drive. Yeah. And thank you so much for watching our videos. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for correcting us. And if there is anything that you feel that we have not mentioned about this car, just tell us on the comment section. We'll look into it. And if there is any car that you feel that you need us to review for you, tell us on the comment section and we'll do that for you. Now, a request, please share this video so that you can get more subscribers. We are on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. I know it's a long journey. We started not very kitambo, but we are somewhere, and I'm really requesting you to subscribe. Take me to 1,000, and then we start now the journey to get to greater heights. Thank you so much,